Hi everyone. We're live. This is a live stream.
You sound so stupid.
No one's watching right now. But in retrospect, people could watch.
I don't know why anybody would anyway.
So, this is a live stream that I'm doing. It's been a pretty crazy day. The power's out at my house. But it is not out at my neighbor's house. We have a situation. There's a bad snowstorm, and the power went out for us. And like two or three of my close neighbors. But then like three houses down, everyone's power's on. So how long have we been without power, Courtney?
Forever.
It does feel like forever. Listen to this. You guys aren't going to believe this. When your power goes out, sometimes you're forced to talk to your wife. Courtney, do you have anything to add?
No, our power went out at 10 after 6.
Power went out at 10 after 6, and it's 8:48. So we have candles and blankets. But
It's not that cold in
no,
here.
it's fine. It's still, what's it say? 67. 65. It's dropped 2 degrees. No? Am I wrong?
No, you're right.
Oh my goodness. This could be it. I told my wife it's like that movie Awake. I think that's the name of it. We have to start
You
trying.
told me that movie was called Alive.
Alive. That's what I meant. Joke. People. I hear you, Joe. People were talking about politics. We're just trying to survive. This is for
What
the
difference
power.
does it make now?
They said play a game of Ms. Monopoly under candlelight.
I can't say. Chocolate chip cookie.
So let me tell you all, like, maybe first off, my phone only has like 20%, so I'm rationing my precious phone battery
So stupid. And so
to do a live
irresponsible.
stream. I'm surprised that without internet, with just the 4G or whatever, it's working. So let's go through Rob's past couple days here. So, my father-in-law Vince drives oversized loads, so I was driving the pilot car for him, and we were supposed to have just a simple trip to Delaware from Pennsylvania here, and then one of our person that was hauling part of the house was involved in a minor wreck. But when you're permitted and you have an oversized load like that, a minor wreck means you gotta sit there and wait for like police and the Department of Transportation, blah, 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 blah. So it turned into a big thing, and you're not allowed to drive once sunset, so we got stuck 2 hours from our destination. So we got a hotel, and that was all fine or whatever, but it wasn't a big deal to me, but some of those drivers, when stuff like that happens, they had another run lined up today, so they lose out in big time money. So everyone's grumpy. We parked the houses on the side of the road. And the way this works is they're this particular house, but most of them are like this, are 2 units, and it's split like lengthwise. So on one house, the driver's side will have plastic covering up the hole, and on the other side, it'll be the passenger side will have plastic covering up the hole. So one of the guys that was driving with us, Jonathan, he parks off the side of the road. We all go our separate ways, hotels, whatever, go to bed. We wake up in the morning, and I have video of this, which I will post because no one's going to believe me that this happened. So we get out there, and Jonathan's like, hey, man, it looks like someone broke into my plastic. So if you rip through that plastic, you could find the door to the place, open it up, and walk around inside the house. And so it looked presumably a vandal could be looking for.
Oh, yeah, it's happened.
I mean,
before.
there's like shingles and tile and carpet and stuff that would be in there waiting to be appliances. So
I think we just told everybody on your YouTube that they can steal.
Oh, well, don't steal from that. Yeah. So anyways, so he tapes up the hole, and we thought that was it. Like someone ripped it through there and then whatever. And so we're doing one final check of the house, and Jonathan's like, you better come here for a minute. We go around the other side of the house and look into a window, and it was a huge doe that apparently came running off this hillside onto the road, panicked, and jumped through the plastic. Now, of the plastic that this doe could have jumped through, 90% of it would have hit a solid wall and probably broke its neck. But I kid you not, it literally, even though it was behind plastic, found the door, jumped through the plastic, through the door, and the momentum into the door was so hard that it slammed the door shut on its way through. So now this deer has apparently been in the house all night, and you could tell it had gone to the bathroom everywhere. You could see the marks on the glass on the window where it kept putting its head against the glass trying to get out of the window, and it's just super scared and confused. So then we videotaped it, which maybe I'll put the video up here. Jonathan kind of ripped out the plastic and opened the door, and then we had to back up, and we had to just hope, because when the deer's jumping back out of the house, it's jumping into a 2-lane highway. So we're trying to block traffic and encourage this deer to come out, but it's freaking out inside the house. Nonetheless, we got the deer out, so that worked. And then, of course, we just had problems, just stupid truck problems. And so we ended up getting delayed like 2-3 hours. And then everything was fine. In Delaware, I live kind of, what would you say, northwest central? Is that the best way to put it, Pennsylvania? Northern western Pennsylvania, but kind of centered. And everything was fine until we got to like, I don't know, the other end of State College. And then we just hit a blizzard. And so then the driving was terrible. It took us forever to get home. I get home. My wife makes me dinner. We're sitting here watching TV for like 40 minutes after I get home. Power goes out, and it's been out ever since. So I know that there was a lot politically that happened today. Michigan had some people testify of potential voter fraud. Bill Barr apparently announced that he appointed Durham as a special counsel back in October. But I really haven't been able to look at much because I've been on the go. And by the way, my phone says 10% now.
Yeah, I told you. You're not rationing.
I'm not rationing properly. So it's one of those things. Life goes on despite the politics. Here, though, I can make this political for a minute. So we couldn't help but notice on the whole ride home. Now, this snowstorm had been predicted for at least a day or two, right? Everybody knew it last night and was talking about it.
People were talking about it at work on Friday.
Right, so we knew that this was coming. Normally here where I'm at in Western PA, they'll have trucks out there early, putting ash down, putting salt down. I kid you not, we did not see one plow truck in the middle of this basically blizzard laying salt or plowing. We saw a couple trucks alongside the road, but even when we got back in off the interstate to our little town here, it was evident that the roads hadn't been touched. And I'm wondering if the reason's going to be lack of money. That if the townships are going to be like, look, we were afraid to throw salt and ash because we have to ration it because of COVID, everyone being broke, which means less tax money. Otherwise, I can't figure out what they were thinking.
I don't know. That seems like it's a roundabout.
Well, then, wife, let's hear it. What's the wife say?
I feel like you're just looking for something.
Yeah. But I think that it will be another unintended consequence we see with like infrastructure spending. It's just going to be down. When you write checks for trillions of dollars and when you hamper people economically, there's less money for those things that we've come to rely on infrastructure-wise.
You want to talk COVID?
Yeah, let's hear it.
So the COVID CARE Act, do you know about this?
Yeah, I know about the CARE Acts, yeah.
There has to be less than 500 employees at your business.
I've heard that, yes.
Right. So larger places, like, I don't know, the place I'm currently employed by, who have more than 500 people, do not have to provide paid time off if you test positive.
Oh, so my wife, if you couldn't hear, she said the CARES Act, if you have less than 500 people in your place of work and someone tests positive for COVID, they're mandated to pay for that person being off work during their quarantine from COVID. But because my wife works at S&T Bank, which has more than 500 people.
Don't tell everybody where I work.
Well, whatever. If someone gets COVID there, they don't have to pay for them. Yeah, that sucks.
You have to use your own PTO.
Oh, yeah, I did see about the Project Veritas thing. Supposedly at 7 o'clock, they were going to release audio of CNN, but I did not, obviously, was not able to hear that. By the way, any moment now, my phone's going to shut off, and that'll be the last you hear of me until the Alexa comes on, which could be never. This could be the beginning of the end. I'm okay with it. We'll be fine. I think that I kind of have some Viking blood in me anyway, so we'll live in the snow. I enjoy Conan the Barbarian. I'll teach little Hank the riddle of steel. What's up, preacher? Good deal. You're retweeting Veritas? Yeah. Yeah, it was good to hear from you the other night there, preacher. When I did Pete the Patriot show. Pete's a great guy. I had fun doing that.
I can't remember her zip code.
What? I probably shouldn't announce it live.
Well, I mean, your P.O. box has the same zip code as our house.
Well, I don't announce the P.O. box on the live stream.
Rob has a P.O.
16334. That's our zip code. What are you doing?
Don't you worry about it.
What's up, 223? My electric's off. Me and the wife are just sitting by candlelight.
I'm buying things.
You met me on Saturday night? What was I doing Saturday night?
I don't know.
Saturday night. That was...
Was that down at your mom's?
Mom's? Oh, and then we just came home, right?
I thought so.
Oh, yeah, okay, my bad. Yeah, Shane was on after the Mike Tyson fight. Yeah, on Drone Tech show.
Yeah, you didn't
I was going to say.
him in person.
No. Yeah. Yeah, nice to meet you, Shane. Yeah, normally I'm talking politics.
Saturday night when you were up till 4 a.m.
I was up till 4
And
a.m.
then you came to bed, and then you played chess loudly with your phone brightness up too high.
That's true. It's nice to hear from you again, Shane. Preacher said if we get a long extension cord, he'll hook us up with some power.
We might need to. Honestly, we could just go to the neighbors.
I have this crazy story. I shouldn't really talk about it.
About our neighbors?
No, about our house that we sold. What I'm not. Anyways, I knew people one time that let their water bill run out, and so they just asked their neighbor to run a hose. So they just ran a hose through the window and showered and did dishes and whatever.
They showered.
Well, yeah, they probably right. But that's the area of the world we live in. So
we don't live in that general area anymore.
All right. I'm probably going to have to go because my phone's going to die. And if I don't shut the video off before my phone dies, then it'll act like it's still on until I get power for my phone.
That sounds terrible.
Yeah. So, yeah, if you're new here, Shane or anyone else, I was just having a little... 9 o'clock. Pregnancy vitamins. If you're new here, normally I do actual political content, but I just thought it was funny. My content's top-notch, Courtney.
It's never that good.
There are 3 or 4 people that would agree with me. So we will stay safe. We're having fun. It'll be all right.
No, we're not going to make it.
Like, if you hear, just so you know, if you hear that, I tragically died in a suicide in the snow, I assure you my wife got tired of me and killed me. So just so you know, if you read about it in the paper. But no, we're going to have fun telling stories. Maybe we'll tell ghost stories or something.
I have no ghost stories.
Yeah, you ready? Political ghost stories?
Years old. That's not.
You go to the bathroom, you hear a noise, you turn around, Joe Biden sniffing your hair.
Rob.
You're too old for that. I'm just kidding. Yeah, so, all right.
You're not funny.
Hilarious. We'll talk to you all later. Sorry I don't have anything more to say today. I'm just having, just have fun. All right. As always, everyone, have a good one.